out here working non-stop. The fastest growing podcast, we gon' make it to the top. Say word. Hey, we in the game, you know we different. Just tune in, my family Joe, he got the vision.
Yo, this Say Word Podcast, the world's fastest, largest growing podcast. We in New Jersey right now. I got a very, very dope guest.
Don't tell me what we got.
Oh, my bad.
No, we in Jersey.
We in Jersey.
What's going on?
We got Tahiry on the check-in today. How you been?
I'm doing well. Happy to see you.
Man, I appreciate you guys. I know you guys got a busy schedule. Shout out to you and E.
Yo, I'm just happy to sit here. I'm happy to sit with you because you busy.
I'm blessed.
I heard that yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Listen, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that?
I heard you gotta pay to sit with the man.
I mean, you know, I'm gonna take it from the top.
I love it.
Born and raised Manhattan.
I was born and raised in Harlem.
Harlem.
Yes.
Same thing.
Not really.
What's the difference between Manhattan and Harlem?
Harlem, we got the swag.
Oh, so Manhattan don't got no swag?
I mean, shout out to Manhattan. I'm not trying to downplay anybody. I'm just saying, it's a different type of, you're a different type of animal when you're from Harlem. There's something different in us.
I could dig that shot.
I mean, ask Cam, ask Joel,
Nah.
Jim.
Harlem people do act like that. I'm from
Mace.
Long Island. Now, Harlem people really feel like they're the flyest people in the world.
Big Ellis did, but you know what I mean?
Let's talk about the culture. How was it growing up in Harlem?
Oh, it was amazing. I mean, definitely hip hop.
Okay.
It's something that you don't just fall in love with. It's something that is there, like it's part of us.
Mm-hmm.
My parents are Dominican, so I was blessed to speak Spanish, and then English was my second language, but my dad was into music, so we were a music family.
So you're 100% Dominican?
My parents are both Dominican. I was born and raised here. So
Okay,
I'm Dominican Joe is what they call it.
Okay.
When you go to DR, they're like, ah, tú eres una Dominican Joe.
Okay. Do you speak fluent Spanish?
Sí, claro que sí.
Word. Mucho bonito.
Oh, gracias. Tú
Mucho.
también,
Grande
papi.
nariz.
Y yo grande nalga.
I don't know what that means.
I got a fat ass.
Oh, word?
So yeah, I speak fluent Spanish.
Okay.
I was born and raised in Harlem, graduated college in the city.
Okay.
I am one of 14, my father's side, and 3 women, my mom's side.
Did you say 14?
My father has 14 kids, yes.
Wow.
I am the firstborn.
So you're the oldest?
The oldest of both sides of the family.
How was that?
Very intense and very much, I was pretty much responsible for everything that had to do with anything that happened. Because I was the first college graduate, I was the first one to go to dance school, I was the first to do everything, the first to want to have a boyfriend, the first to like be on the block in a pair of parasucos. I was the first to get a job. I'm telling you my age without telling you my age.
That was my style too.
I was the first to do everything. Everything was a big deal. So I would say it was pretty intense and the responsibility was major.
Okay.
And I'm a hustler's daughter. So my dad was outside doing the most and in a very big way. So
when you talk about going to college, being educated, did you ever see yourself being on TV from all of that?
I want to say that I manifested it as a kid. I used to have issues with my mom and dad. We come from, my parents their culture, where they come from, it was more about titles, like, the engineer, the doctor, the teacher, Mr., Mrs., like it wasn't like being popular, being...
Yeah, that don't pay the bills to them.
To them, it's really not a career.
It's not a real job, yeah, I know.
Wanting to be an actor, wanting to be, all of that is like dreaming. You're dreaming and what are you doing and this is what you need to do. Get a job, get married, have kids.
Benefits.
Yeah, have benefits.
Benefits, yeah, stuff like that.
White picket fences, we're in America, we made it here, so now we shall thrive and follow the American dream. So I remember I had a tantrum, I threw a tantrum one time and I told my mom, I had an opportunity to go to the Apollo Theater.
Word?
When they were looking for a co-host. They were looking for a female co-host at the time.
You serious?
Yes. And
that's a great opportunity.
And I asked my mom to give me money to do my hair and wax my eyebrows. I needed to prepare for this audition, and my mom said no. She was like, you will not be, and I was like, Mom, but I was like, I don't want to be Dr. Jose, I don't want to be teacher Miss Jose, I don't want to be the engineer, I don't want to be what you want me to be, I don't want those titles, I am going to fucking go out there and I'm going to be famous, I'm going to be on TV one day. And she refused to help me, then I didn't make it to that audition.
Wow.
After that, I found out there was another audition.
That's dope though, like, to even have an opportunity like that.
Yeah.
Is like amazing.
But I was going against the grain at home. And I started calling my mom the hater, like me and my sister, because I have a sister who's 4 years younger than me, so I used to be like the hater because she wouldn't help me. So then there was another audition for MTV that year, and she said no again. And this time I cut school, and I threw something on. I had checkerboard guest pants on, and I was number 3,399 on that literally online. And I 3,399, and
is this in the TRL era?
Yes.
Oh yeah, y'all know, like, that's in Manhattan. You already know what it is. Like,
and I had a chance to audition, and I had to present. It was Will Smith's Getting Jiggy with It. Ooh,
okay.
I was really, really green. Really, it was really early. My mom never knew that I went to the audition. I didn't get it. This rocker guy named Jesse got it that year. But I say that to say that I always knew that I wanted to do something different. So I remember graduating in Madison Square Garden, turning my tassel, and giving my mom. See when they give you that fake diploma? So when they gave me my bachelor's.
You got a bachelor's?
Yeah.
Educated?
In criminal justice.
Damn. Okay. I'm impressed.
This is funny because
No, I say that because I didn't know that because I did my research. Because a lot of people don't really even see that side of you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm glad we're putting that side out because, you know what I mean? And I think that's impressive for you to be, you could play both sides, beauty and brain. That's kind of dope. But carry on.
So I got my bachelor's in criminal justice, and I remember that day at Madison Square Garden, I gave my mom that, and I said, here you go. And she was like, did you do this for me? What do you mean here you go? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I did it for you, I did it for us. I was like, I don't want to live over public assistance my whole life, but I got other things to do. And she was so disappointed in me not chasing my dream. She was like, you should have did it for you. And I was like, no, I did it for you. I'll be right back, this is my plan B. To which I never really went back for, but at least I feel like I prepared just in case.
That's an accomplishment though. Do you want to, have you thought about doing something with that now?
No, I can't because I went to school for criminal justice, so I was going to be part of the law enforcement field. Now, what layer or what level of it, I wasn't sure whether it was FBI, CIA, just becoming a cop. No, I mean at the time, right? And then I turned around and I'm on the sold out Kings magazine in a thong. Like, you tell me if I arrest you, would you be excited or not? Would that be a conflict of interest? I probably would have gotten fired.
I definitely been a conflict of interest.
Right, so then the dreams, I remember having to make that decision when I got called. I was on YouTube and they were like, you know, we want you to shoot. And I was like, but I want to cover. They was like, we can give you like a couple pages inside the magazine. But I was just, it was such a great shoot that I wound up on the cover. And I remember that I had to decide, am I going to chase my dream of being somewhere in a public eye? Or was I going to go into being in the law enforcement field? And I made my decision. I mean, after that.
I want to ask you this though. So many women, like the world we live in nowadays, like we've been talking off the air about women, men. We done ready to have like a full podcast already. Like straight up. Do you feel like women just play themselves when it comes down to men?
They what?
Play themselves, and I want to use that
term.
term.
What do you mean play themselves?
When
Can you speak? Because I can't even answer that with you.
What I mean by that is like, you think they go too hard over men in a sense? Like there's too many ride or die females out here?
No, I think the world has changed. I think ride or dies came from like your mama's era. Okay. Your mom and dad are still together?
Yeah, 48 years.
Definitely a ride or die.
I'm saying.
Bang, bang.
But when
because I'm sure he done did some things he should have been left.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
He might have. Listen, Pop.
I feel like.
I think all men cheat though.
I agree.
Not saying my pops cheated, like just for the record.
Yeah, pops.
Like, you know.
Anyway. I am going to tell you that I think that we are the last of a dying breed, like my generation. I definitely was a ride or die. It was taught at home, like you stick around, you take it, everything. I mean, you're gonna leave this to go to worse, or just the generation I come from. I think that was the last generation of women that ride or die. Right now, women are more, and I don't want to really judge or like be specific, but most women are. We move around different now. You know what I mean?
What's that mean differently?
I'm
just curious because I'm dating. I just got to see what's going on. I'm like,
at this big age, you know what's going on.
It is different though.
It is different.
It is different.
I think we found our voice. We found our power. We've learned that we can maneuver around you guys a little different.
Yo, women, but I ain't gonna lie. Nowadays, I remember back in the day, like. We used to go to clubs, we used to have the sections. You go to clubs now, women are the ones that got the bottles, got the cars. Everything has changed. Women are real like.
I would say we've leveled
Like,
up. I feel like we can
yeah.
give you guys some comp. I feel like we kind of could then. I just.
And I wasn't like that back then. Don't do that.
No, we could,
No way.
because I've always been very independent.
I'm saying.
But men really shy away from women like me. Like, men are now a little bit more open to. They might start to hate you. They might kind of compete because, you know, men's is really like emotional now, or more, or they're showing their emotion a little different.
The roles have reversed a little bit, in a sense.
I just think that the generation is changing just the way. Man, men nowadays are a little different than men back in the day.
You think that you think the men are softer nowadays?
Yes, but I don't think there's something wrong with you being soft. I think that a man should be able to be vulnerable in his safe space.
Okay.
And I say that because I've just learned some of these things in my previous relationship, and I come from a different generation. Remember, men being soft was not something we fucking respected. And
and
I was a ride or die. So now, I've learned to unlearn to relearn.
Okay.
Because what my parents have taught me,
that stuff don't work.
Is great, but that doesn't mean that I believe in the same things.
It's the same way with me though. Like,
I'm my own individual, so I've had to learn to assess and understand me now as a grown-up, to where for the last couple of years I thought I was the best girlfriend. I was like, I would date me. And the other day I had to sit back and say, ooh, bitch, you toxic as fuck, right?
So you're at a point now where you take accountability for things? I'm
taking accountability. I'm realizing that my generation no longer, like, we're extinct. And some of these things and theories and things that they've taught us in the past, they don't really work. They're not supposed to be that. I'm a different individual. I'm not my mom.
Okay.
So I learned to unlearn, and now I'm relearning as I go. So that's why therapy is very important. I just know that men should be vulnerable in their safe space.
Okay.
But a man's supposed to be a man and lead.
Okay. That's what I was trying to go at when I say men are men soft these days. I'm talking about just the men taking lead nowadays, being in charge, being in control, a sense of like being like the man, like, you know, trust a lot of days, a lot of women are like the head of household now.
Well, everything's relative. It depends on what leading means to you. You know, I was in a situation with leading to him. When I was like, you know, you're supposed to lead, he was like, shut up, let me lead, And to him, leading was, I'm taking control and I'm being forceful and I'm being aggressive and I'm being loud and I'm being the man of the house. When leading is more about trust. Leading is more about taking accountability. Leading is more about feeling safe with your partner. Leading is more about being real and being clear, having full transparency in a relationship, and finding your safe space and connecting. Leading isn't what people think. Leading, I'm a leader, I'm gonna scream. It's not about being loud. It's more about being able to, you know, connect with your partner and move together as a team, like create that unity. So I think that a lot of fundamentals, I think what's different today is that the core values of relationship and marriage and stuff are very non-existent. Like,
that's a fact.
So I think that's what's changed. I think nowadays nobody's getting married, nobody's respecting marriage. Everybody's into whatever they want to be into, and more power to them.
Do you want to get married?
Yes, I do. I said no to 3 rings, but
3?
Yeah.
How many carats for all 3 rings?
One was 3.5, the first one, you hear me? The second one was 6, I didn't look at it. And the third one, we got to see it briefly, but I am a tad bit materialistic.
Are you really?
Yeah, I like good things. I'm a Taurus.
Okay.
So there's I know who I am, so if I know that I'm not going to sign up for that, I don't even want to look at some of these things. Like, I just kind of, like...
So if a guy come with the whack ring, you're not like... You're like, yeah.
I don't think my guy ever come with a ring.
No, I'm just saying, if he was to come with something that you're not...
I don't know if that's in theory or not.
So that's never even happened?
I don't...
So basically he know better?
I would think so. I would hope so.
Okay.
But then I could also not have a ring and have a band. I don't know.
Okay.
You know, as I grow, I change. Things that used to matter to me don't matter no more.
So that's what I'm asking you now. Like, where you at right now?
I like me a nice diamond.
Okay, but where you at now, is that the most important thing right now?
A diamond ring?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so you'll take a downgrade.
I'll take a building. I'll take a building before you give me a ring.
Take a building?
Yeah,
like this right here building?
Yeah, like we get married and buy buildings instead of
I thought you were gonna say like I'm gonna take a smaller carat ring. You said a building?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take other things, like we can sit around and discuss real estate instead of having a big wedding.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But being financially stable is important to me.
No, I respect that. I mean, I think I want to ask these questions because...
No, just give me a band. If you're going to give me something I have to look up under a microscope, just give me a regular band.
Okay. So you cool with the little band?
I didn't say little band. I said give me a band. I could afford my own, so.
Okay.
And I could afford yours.
Okay.
So.
So let me ask you this.
What's up?
Even being proposed to 3 times, do you regret not saying?
No. I don't even regret my exes. I don't regret my exes. I do not regret.
So you don't have no ex that you regret?
I don't have the one that got away. No.
Everybody has the one that got away.
Not
Tahiry.
On God.
Tahiry. We all got the one that we sit home and be like, eating Apple Jacks and be like, damn.
No, were there things that I wish I would have done different, or that I've moved better, or like even now that I'm in a different space in my life? Absolutely. But do I look at any man and say, dang, and I've had some really popping ninjas in my fucking road? Like, you know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
Bro, because everybody seems to think I have that one ex. I done had a couple.
But everybody has that though. Everybody has that ex that you really do sometimes be like, damn, I probably.
I don't, because I feel like I dodged a bullet. I feel like if I was supposed to be with them, I would have been with them. I feel like things are gonna happen if they're supposed to happen. It's all up to God. I've never looked at it, and when I tell you, some of your favorites, I don't look at them. I'm thankful for the time that we had together.
Mm-hmm.
I've made my mistakes, or they've made their mistakes, and then we can move on. And I watch them now because we're in the same industry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thankful that I'm not the one going or dealing or like even dating them. And if we ever was to recycle a situation and go green, I'm hoping that we do and we're better human beings. But at the time, it didn't work.
Could you ever go back to?
I've definitely.
So you would go back?
I recycle penis all the time.
Oh, wow.
I just stopped doing that now. Where I'm like, you know what? I am growing into this new human being. I don't want to go to the past.
Wow, recycle penis. How
Yeah,
does that work?
Because as a woman, you don't want to catch. Why would you want to catch another body when you know you?
You know what's crazy? I was telling.
I mean, sometimes.
Seriously, I had an issue with my ex-girlfriend one time, and she caught me cheating with my other ex-girlfriend. You know what I said to her?
What?
I was like, I was doing her a favor because she didn't want to sleep. She didn't want to put bodies on top of bodies. So I felt like
who the fuck did you say that to the girl?
I said that. Yeah,
you
because
horrible. That was a horrible.
Nah, but
that was a horrible response, by the way.
No, but because it's true. Like a lot of your exes, they don't want to sleep with other men. They don't want to catch bodies.
Yeah, but then you got a new one. So
I know, but I was telling her like I felt bad.
Because
she asked me, she's like, "Why'd you sit it?" I was like, "Yo, I really felt bad because she was like, JoJo, I don't want to like put bodies on top of bodies."
So you tell the new girl that you felt bad for the old girl?
Yeah, I did feel bad. But that's like, it's the truth though, because what it is, your ex don't want to put bodies on bodies.
But when you have a new one, okay, so when
first of all, I was already
I
caught cheating. I was already done.
Yeah, but you did it and you felt bad, and that was what you told the new one. You should have came up with a better lie.
I felt bad. Listen.
But the new one didn't deserve that.
No, I know that, but my thing is about being honest, and I've learned how to be honest with people. That was the honest truth. I felt bad. She came over, and like she's my ex. And sometimes the chemistry is still there with exes.
No, I understand. I mean, I agree.
And I felt bad.
Comfort level.
Yeah.
With me, though, I'm at a stage in my life where I don't want to go backwards.
Okay. Will money change? Will money change anything?
What?
Like, would you go backwards if the money changed?
No.
So money wouldn't even change?
Money been there. Done that.
Money does go.
Oh, no, that's cool.
Okay,
but like I told you, my whole thing has never been money.
Okay.
If that was the case, I would have been popping babies all left and right. Like people think, like, yo, I'll give you not. You ain't have a baby from me. Like, getting checks cut is nothing. I want the real thing. I believe in love. I believe in a unity. I believe in marriage. I believe in looking at my person and knowing that my person has my back, regardless of money or no money. And that shit is great. Everybody sits around like, you should have had the such and such baby. That don't mean shit to me. I'm never gonna force. I'm never gonna force anything on a man. I can't wait till the day I get pregnant and a man is fucking having a party like my dad did when I found out. My mom told me the story when he found out my mom was pregnant. He ran around the whole building, knocking on every door, celebrating that he was having this child. Like, that's what I look forward to. And I also believe in karma. Like, someone force you because I could live a better. No, I can work. I work really hard, which is why maybe I'm single, because I don't really deal with the extra. You can have all the money in the world. What that got to do with me? Thank you.
Let me ask you this. Let's just say you're in front of a computer and you're creating something and you're trying to create the band for Tahiry.
Oh, wow.
And you got different parts, different elements. Say it's like Voltron or something. Where do you start from? Like, what type of man? Like, is it this? Is it that?
Core.
Like
your core.
Okay.
A core, a good human being. We all make mistakes and we've all done some things that we're not proud of. But ultimately is your core, good son. At this big age, do you have children? And if you do, are you a good father? good brother, just good in general to like, just the random, like the waiter, you know, just a good person overall, someone that takes care of himself and others. That's what I would start at.
I asked that because I was watching your stories last week, and you was on a rant. You was talking about different men, the men that know they shouldn't be in your inbox,
But
they be in your inbox.
Stay out my inbox if you can't play. Like, what, you have to pay to play, and I don't mean just financially. I mean you have to be prepared, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the shalies. Have them together when you fuck with somebody like me.
Now with these men, I gotta stay here for a minute. The ones that you say no, they shouldn't even be in your inbox, but you're basically giving them a chance. It's
charitable.
What's it called? I've never heard this before.
I can tax write them.
What's it called?
Charitable.
Charitable?
No, I'm joking. I'm talking shit.
No, you're not. No, you're serious.
What about it?
So with these type of men, I've never heard this before in my life.
The guys that know that you're out of their league and they still try.
But what type of?
So my whole thing about men that know that I'm out of their league and they still try is not that I think I'm this shit. Although I have to think I'm this shit, because if I don't, then who does?
That's a fact.
It's more about once they get the opportunity and they fall short, then why is it my fault? So then the relationship is ruined. Like, I've been in situations where I already knew you was too short to get on the ride.
Wow.
Like, the ride said, and you was right here, but I still let you get on the ride.
You helped them up, gave them a little
because
boost.
I'm cool. Because none of that shit matters to me, right? None of the outside things that, you know, the money, the this, the that, but I see something in you, right? And it's not falling in love with potential, it's knowing your partner's strengths.
Women love that word potential.
I don't give a fuck about it, but I know certain strengths, right? So at some point, this ain't work, that ain't work, let me just kind of kick it with woo woo, and then he realizes that he's falling short, and now it becomes a me thing. So now you're mad at home, you can't do certain things, you can't function, you can't this, you mad, you screaming, like you're just miserable because you feel like you're not really like you.
I can see that.
You at work, but then you're like underqualified. So now, so I have to deal with the wrath. Like, now I feel like you hate me, you resent me for just being myself. I didn't walk in here saying nothing but hey. Matter of fact, you know what it is when you date somebody. Or you're learning, and once you figure that ain't it, then keep it moving, sir.
I think me and you had asked you the question last time about you dating a regular guy, and like the comments we got on that was just like amazing. Like,
I hate that word regular, by the way.
Like, but it's a true word. Like, if you want to be realistic, it's the society we live in. It's I don't know if it's standards, but it's expectations. And it's called status. Let's just be clear.
I agree. Status does matter.
Status does matter.
In terms of, like, in general, just in life.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about me and dating and stuff.
Yeah, that's with everything.
I feel like if, honestly speaking, you don't have to have the biggest everything in my world. You don't have to have the biggest cars, the biggest house. You just have to have a big heart and a willingness, like be willful to get your own shit going on. If I see that you're really out here doing your thing and you're doing it by yourself, then.
So let me ask you this. I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's the cap limit? What's a money limit?
I don't.
Yearly wise, what a guy has to make.
No, I don't.
You drinking?
We're not going viral on this.
We're not. Hold up. We're not. Listen. That's just a.
Look, I've dated the top of the top to the fashion designer who's trying to get his line up.
I like that.
The teacher.
What? A teacher?
Yeah.
Like, go to school? Teacher?
Yeah, and I would scoop him up from school, and I was excited to just hear his conversation and his things about, the things he went through with the students, and it brought me a lot of joy to know that he had some type of stability and that he was teaching for a long time, and that he did this because he was a young dad and he had to feed his kid early on. And he does other things, but that was his major job, and I loved picking him up after school, and so I love that I had a meal prepared. Well, I didn't cook it, but he always had something when he came home, and he had the weekends off, and I just kind of needed that time. I thought that's what I needed, some type of, I call it normalcy.
I think it's dope you're talking about this because people wouldn't think that. Like, society, people would think, oh, Tahiry wouldn't date no teacher.
No, I didn't.
Listen, well, y'all hear what she just said? She said she's picking the teacher up.
Yeah, he picked him up. He was going through his own struggles, and he drove my car. Like we was kicking it, like we was tight.
That's dope.
So
I respect that.
But I mean, people know that from. I mean, I'm hoping people know that. I mean, I was with a rapper who didn't have shit going on either, and I paid his rent. So
You was with a rapper? Who's the rapper?
it don't matter. At the end of the day, I done did this. So how many times you think I want to do this before you wake up and say, nah, we're not doing this again?
So you're fed up.
I'm just saying that.
Would you do it again now?
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to. And you know,
I don't think you should. I think you're at a point now where like, yeah.
I was at the point then.
Okay.
But you fall in love. Love is love.
But
like,
do you
I don't
consider
regret
that? Do you consider that love though?
Which part?
Like just because that's kind of like being like the ride or die and doom.
I just told you that's where I come from.
Okay.
And I chose love at that moment. Do I regret any of my past and the things I've done for people? No, I've shown
I
love.
like that.
I could have left. I could have left, and I've been in situations that had nothing to do with money, but I knew they weren't equipped for me, and I don't leave a man while he's down if I'm dating him.
I respect. You hear that, ladies?
I mean, women, do you?
Chicks be out. What do you mean, do you?
I mean, to each his own.
Okay.
I'm saying now I've gotten better with looking at these red flags, and I think it is a carnival. Now I look at the red flags, and I'm like, I'm out. But you live and you learn, and I know what not to do now.
Okay.
But
I want to ask you, how did you get involved with Love and Hip Hop?
YouTube.
So they seen you on YouTube and.
Well, we was Love and Hip Hop before Love and Hip Hop. Me and the person I was dating at the time.
Okay.
We were already on YouTube. We was already like we had a fan base going. I think the only people popping at the time was Soulja Boy because he's the first to ever do everything. Shout out to Soulja Boy, that's my ninja. Joe Button and myself.
Okay.
We were the first to hit, streaming and all that stuff or whatever you called it at the time. I don't know. I was busy working, coming home, and getting put on camera.
So do you feel like being on Love and Hip Hop affects your dating life? I mean, because like I'm curious because like
yes.
You're on Love and Hip Hop.
Yes, it has affected everything for good and bad.
Okay.
Again, I don't regret anything. I think it gave me an amazing platform, and I did with it the best I could because we're not in control of the edits and the storylines and narratives that happen. But I was on the show, so it has affected and it has blessed me in incredible ways.
How did you get involved in the wellness and all that?
Working out and stuff?
Yes.
Well, I went to school for criminal justice, so I had to prepare to pass the exam in the academy.
Oh, so physically you had to like.
Physically, I had to run 3.5 miles in less than 12 minutes at the time. I had to pull a dummy that was heavier than both of my butt cheeks. I had to, you had to go through all the agility exams and the mental and all that, the therapy and all that stuff, the psychological aspect of it, and you take the exam, and I think at the time it expired every 3, 4, I don't remember, it's been so long. But I took the exam twice, so that and the fact that I'm curvy. So, at some point you have to start, you fight your gravity and you got to, keep these cheeks tight. I didn't buy them, so I gotta maintain them.
You said you didn't buy them?
I didn't buy my cheeks.
You didn't buy the cheeks?
No, I have to maintain them.
Okay. Speaking of buying cheeks.
Yes. I don't know nothing about buying cheeks.
Yo, do you feel like buying cheeks is just getting totally out of hand nowadays? Or are you a supporter of it?
I feel like it's been out of hand. Again, I'm pro whatever you want to do. It's your life, your cheeks, your world. I'm sure if I didn't have cheeks, I probably would have felt a little bit out of fucking pocket and got some. So I can't even knock them. But I live in a world where I used to walk in and I was like a fucking anomaly. I would walk in and people would stop like, what is that? And now everybody just walk in. There's a lot of floating booties, so a lot of like little ankles. But it is what it is. To each his own.
Nah, I don't like the little ankles. I'm gonna tell y'all.
You're gonna act like you never smashed little ankles and big ass butt cheeks.
First of all, everybody has smashed little ankles.
Are you a repeated offender though? How many times?
I mean, we all are repeated offenders. We're men.
I never smashed little ankles and.
But at the same time,
I never hit.
I'm the type of person I like regular dick.
You like cellulite.
I like cellulite, stretch
marks.
Yeah, I like. Sometimes I don't mind it. Sometimes I don't mind if the titties even sagging.
Oh, okay. You want something to smack you?
Sometimes it's kind of cool. They have a little hanger,
Yeah, that's cute. That's for the mamas.
Because I like regular.
You like
normal stuff. Sometimes when the titties be like too much up here.
I got them type of titties. What the fuck you mean?
Sometimes
be at attention.
Nah. That's what I'm saying. Some of them be too, like, right here, up, like, too, like, right up here too much.
But now I'm a little older, so I got this one titty.
Sometimes, like, when
I got to see might be looking at you and another one looking at me. And I'm like, yo, this that big age. Now, but I don't need a bra. But then I haven't had any kids. So I'm kind of blessed. My mama did good. Shout out to my mom.
So when you plan on having kids? You don't say we're a podcast. The world need to know. All you guys out there, like,
I really want to have like a cool partner. And I say partner because baby daddy is like not something that, and you gotta be careful.
Terminology.
I think it's cute.
I hate the
daddy.
term.
But no, I really gotta be careful of what I put out in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
And how I speak. And I know this because in my fucking 20s, I'd be like, I'm gonna freeze my eggs. I'm gonna freeze my eggs. So why the fuck was I even thinking that way? When you know what I mean? I was outside and I was engaged and pre-engaged and engaged again and I had wild little boyfriends over here, you know what I mean? So I didn't understand, and I said that, and here I am. I remember at 30 something getting a massage and I jumped up and I was like, I haven't had kids, oh my God, like my clock is ticking. I'm gonna freeze my eggs. But always dating and always in relationships because I'm a relationship-based type of person. And 2020, I froze my eggs because at this big age, I have to figure out what my plan B is, just like I did with my degree. I'm not saying I'm not using my eggs or I am. So eggs, you have to check your egg reserve. That's the amount of numbers that you produce monthly. By the time you hit your mid-20s, the eggs go from making millions in your body to making hundreds, right?
I'm definitely listening.
Right? So egg reserve, nothing but egg reserves. I'm still very much fertile, right? They check that out. Then you.
So you're fertile right now?
Yeah.
Bam.
You want more kids?
I mean,
no, because you asking me
like.
You asking me like.
I definitely don't mind spending the day.
Hey, wait, no, you put it in a cup. I got eggs.
Oh man, I was thinking something else.
Bring your mind out the gutter.
My bad.
So now, so what happens is
that's crazy.
You get these eggs, you sit at home for 30 days, you get the injections, your hormones go crazy. It's like you're pregnant. Then you go through the whole surgery. They extract the eggs. They tell you how many eggs they extracted from you. Some of them survive, some of them don't. Then when I find my sperm, they check your sperm. We can choose the sex. We know exactly what our what our families, like whatever the kid genetically, what they
I totally understand.
So we could pick our baby and then create embryos and they implant it in me, and then if it sticks, I get pregnant.
So would you rather do that, or like would you rather do it when I say the old-fashioned way? Would you rather do it the old-fashioned way, meet somebody, and y'all just connect on that level, or do you?
I just told you that I believe in the real thing.
No, I know you believe in the real thing. But the world we're living in today is so bugged out nowadays.
Yeah, I'm definitely from that generation.
I'm digging you, and I'm just asking you.
I just
like if it doesn't happen like that, would you go another route?
Yes, I'm just really always prepared. Like if tomorrow I get sick, right? Or tomorrow I have to have surgery for something, or something goes down, I like to think that I think about. I'm really a prepared type of person.
I think you'll make a great mother too.
Oh, that my friends tell me that every
I
time
do.
They sit in my car. They're like I need this, and I'm like pulling it out of places, and they're like I need. So like I have in the back of my car I have the things that you might need. I have even chargers for phones that I don't have just in case somebody sits in my car. So I'm always thinking about. And I guess because I'm the oldest, and I feel like because my circle, I don't have a strong support team, and I've had to fend for self for so long. That when it comes to me, like if I feel like I'm getting the flu, I rack up on medication, I make sure my prep meals come in. Whether or not I have a man, a woman, my mom, or anything, I'm prepared for anything that could happen to me. I take care of me. At times it gets sad, like I remember freezing my eggs and going through, I was super sad. I was like, where did I go wrong? It was so bad I even started writing down my ex's names on a piece of paper.
Wow.
Just to be like, what the fuck? Why am I here freezing my eggs? I'm a bad motherfucking, I'm a great woman. I fucking, there's so many qualities that I have besides my looks. That I'm like, why am I here freezing my eggs? Where did I go wrong? So I started going backwards and kind of felt bad for myself for the first 8 days. On the 9th day, I remember waking up, I think it was the 8th day. And I said to myself, are you crazy? Not only could I afford to do this, because medical insurance isn't paying it.
That's a fact.
But I'm doing this on my own. I got a nurse coming in every fucking night to check how many motherfuckers say they can do it and they're still fertile at this big, you know what I mean? So I kind of empowered myself. So that happens with everything. I had the flu the other day and I was like, I felt sad. And I was like, sad, bitch? Food is here.
Yeah, you blessed.
So I handle my handle is what I'm saying.
Blessed. Let me ask you this though. If you had to pick an ex to have a baby with, who would it be?
Ooh. You just want me to give you a name.
No. It's not that, because when you say you write the names down, like we all have had, like, you know, I'm just curious.
Let me think. I never thought about that.
That's a great question, by the way.
Fire.
That's a great question. I got my thinking caps on.
There's a few motherfuckers but it depends for what reason.
This is, if you had to pick an ex that you want to have if you had to have a baby and you picking the names, like, who would that ex be, like, you know?
Stay tuned. I can't give you that one. I can't.
Oh my God, that's a great. That's a great question, man.
If I had a slip up, oops.
If you had a slip up?
If I had a slip up, who would it be? Just because, you know, we practice safe sex, and I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Let me ask you this.
Yes.
You practicing, I can't even say the word because I don't think none of us practice. Yeah, abstinence.
Yeah, celibacy.
Celibacy, let's say that. What made you do that? How is it? And then when you plan on breaking that streak?
I don't have a plan. I don't even know how it started. I just know that I'm in a different space.
Okay.
I feel like after my last relationship, I really didn't think it through, like, in terms of, I believe that you arrive sometimes. I believe that God does certain things for reasons. I believe He does everything for a reason. But I say that in my life, my last relationship forced me to look in the mirror.
Okay.
You go through phases in life and you think you know everything, and then you grow and you learn more, and you keep learning. And as you go, you learn, and you're mature, and you go through experiences and you get better with life, but you never stop learning. Are you yawning?
No.
Oh, okay, because you look.
I was trying not to burp, but you want to put me on the spot.
I'm just saying.
I ain't want to burp.
I just look at you like burp.
I ain't want to burp. I'm trying to have some type of manners.
Be a man. I think that's sexy. No, let me stop. So I think that with life, you just never stop learning, and this last relationship made me look in the mirror. And
I ain't gonna lie, you are very take accountability.
Facts.
I so respect it, and I say that because a lot of people don't take accountability.
And that's why they keep going into these relationships that don't work.
I love that about you. I love the fact that you so quick to be like, I looked in the mirror.
Nah, and sober.
Excuse me?
I didn't drink. I stopped drinking 42 days, and it took Jesus 40 days.
Okay, 40
right?
days. Okay, praise
I
the
did
Lord.
42.
Okay.
And I took my time to read. I'm trying to get better with this meditation. I sat at home.
Mm-hmm.
I started to cook my own meals. I started to kind of nurture me. I realized that we women run around here, and I say we, I'm just saying, speaking from my experience, we run around saying, always saying, kind of waiting for people to love us, but we don't love ourselves. So I took time to sit at this relationship, kind of just, I'm telling you, I didn't expect this to come out of this relationship, out of all relationships. But I took a look into me, and so I had to cut all ties with anything that was flesh, anything that, I just kind of had to chill.
So you don't have no urges?
Yeah, I have urges, and I didn't masturbate either. I kind of took this one serious.
Wow.
I had no
So
desire to.
Okay.
I had no desire to. I was so broken.
I respect that.
I was so broken. I don't know. Well, men say that. When you're stressed and you come home and you're coming home to your girl and you have no urge to have sex because you're so stressed because money's low and the job is fucking.
That's true.
Like, it's fucking you up, and so you have no urge. You can't even get hard.
But you know what's crazy though? Men say that, but they're gonna smash their side chick.
I believe that.
Like, it's crazy, but when it's your real girl and say your money low, like your money's low, you're going through stuff. It's like you get home, but like, damn, you don't. It messes with your mental.
Because your main bitch knows everything about you, and the side chick is just a moment.
Yeah.
You ain't got to do too much. You can see her Tuesday, and I see her until the next Tuesday.
It messes with
Y'all
you.
niggas ain't shit.
No, but it's true though. It does mess with you mentally. It messes with you mentally, and you're emotionally attached to your real girl.
Right.
So with your side girls, like you're not emotionally attached to her, so it's easy for you to go over there and smash and do that. But like, it's true. No, it's true though.
I don't know if it's better to be a main or a side, because that sounds crazy.
Is it better to be a what?
A main or a side, because I want to get, like, you can't just come through and not give me some penis, and you broke. Bruh.
I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy. I don't want the men to be mad at me, but most men smash their side chick more than they smash their real chick.
Tell me why.
It's like for some reason your real chick, it's like
she's available.
Nah, it don't be like.
So then why she became the main?
Because honestly, the main is just she gotta be your main. She probably look better. You probably look better in pictures. Like, it's true.
That's very superficial.
I mean, but it's
very
true.
immature.
It's very, very true. You ask them why.
So you tell me
a lot of men.
So it's true what they say. Stiff. What is it? There was a saying: stiff wigs damn, smooth life.
A lot
It's
of
like
men,
a saying where like the whack bitch gets a better fucking play.
a lot of men are with their main girl. She does something for them that their side girl doesn't do. Like the main girl might have a better job. I'm just talking. This is not my situation, but it's true. It's true. The main chick might have a better job. You might get along with her better. It's just certain things that the main chick
You
does.
know what's funny though?
It's true.
Let me tell you the count of like let me rebut this. So my partner, I want my partner to slut me out, right?
You say slut you out?
Yeah, like okay, so like what I say.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, so I say that to say that a man grab his wife and be like, you can't do this, and I don't want you to do that, and don't wear this, and don't do this, and don't get on your knees, and don't suck it, and don't.
That's true.
And like you can't see your woman, you can't spit on, you can't do a lot of shit, you can't lay her on the wet spots, like because that's your wife, right?
That's true though.
Wait, and then I'll throw some shit on as your main, and you be like, you can't wear that.
That's
but
true.
then you'll go and cheat on me with the bitch that wears it.
That's true. Like
that's not fair.
A lot.
So you wouldn't have to have a side piece if you just did to me what you would do to the side piece.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. As a man, you feel bad like doing certain things to like your
No.
wife. You don't want to like.
No, on Monday, come through and treat me nice and
Nah,
pray
bro.
with me, and on Tuesday, smack me up against the wall and
It don't
take
go,
it.
It don't go like that. Sometimes
How?
you don't.
But it could though.
I know, but
you just want to cheat.
Nah, it's not that. A lot of times, like you don't want to slut your wife out.
Why?
I don't know. Like
You're
you
supposed
just.
to do everything with your main bitch. Strip club to library to family functions to fucking swingers clubs if that's what y'all
That's
into.
not-
That's
it
not
don't
what
go
I'm
like
into. And then you gotta go to the soccer game with your wife
It's
or
not like that.
baseball, but then like spike the fucking coffee in the
Nah.
morning. Wake up and smack her with the dick.
A lot of times, like not to keep going, but a lot of times your main chick, she don't be into that type of stuff. I'm telling you.
It's up to you as a man to bring it out of her.
But your side chick is bringing that out of you.
Nah. As
I'm
a
gonna keep it real.
man, yo, let me tell you, as a man,
School me, because I want to know.
you can get whatever you want from a woman if you learn how to work it.
It's not like that.
It's all mental, baby.
It's not like that though with your main chick.
I'm talking way too much shit. This, certain podcasts bring different parts of different sides of me. I'm just trying to relax.
No, but I'm saying, yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna keep it funky. And I don't want to
I
say.
disagree. That's why I'm
gonna
gonna
be.
stay single. I'm not gonna say that, Lord. I'm not gonna stay single. But I want to meet my partner.
Okay.
Period. Don't go find your main chick when you can do the same shit to me while I'm cooking pancakes. Come stick your finger in my butt.
Damn. Okay.
See? But then you won't do that to your wife, but you're gonna do that to the side piece who's living in a corner fucking little shoebox. But she doesn't.
Side chicks be for whatever. Shout out to all my side chicks. out there. Yo, side chicks be like, side chicks. Ain't know nothing about side chicks. They bring your stress level down.
Cause they
They
don't
know
require
how
that
to-
responsibility. You
They
don't
know
have
how
to do
to.
shit.
They know how like when you walk in, like when you having a
I can-
bad day, they just know what to do.
You heard me? I'm like, I could never be that because I got too much mouth.
You never
As
been
a side bitch,
Have you been a side girl?
No, as a side bitch, I still require mad shit. Since I'm the side bitch, you got to pay to play. So I can't
So
have.
they gotta pay.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like you gotta overcompensate for the fact that you can't do other things with me because I'm the side bitch. Like I would have to negotiate that. I could never. I got too much mouth to be a side bitch.
A lot of side girls are just happy just to have JoJo in their
That's
presence.
what I'm saying. Nah, JoJo gotta do more than just be JoJo.
I'm showing up. Cause I could be home with my real girl.
Bye. That's what I'm saying. That's why side bitches is just a different type of species. And let me tell you about them
She
side
calls
bitches.
them species. Oh
Let
my
me tell you about
God.
them side bitches. You know the side bitches I hate? Not the ones that you kind of pick up and they don't know you got a wife, but the ones that know you got a wife and they don't care about being side bitches. Them bitches that never leave.
Yeah, we
The mosquito bitches.
Nah.
I'm fucking them bitches up.
Now I think we live in a different time nowadays. Women are way more aggressive. Women are DM you more now. I'm seeing women proposing to guys. How you feel about stuff like that?
If you like it, I love it.
Would you do that?
I'm very expressive to the person I want to be with or when I fuck with them hard. Like, yes.
Would you propose to them?
I don't know, but if I needed to and I love them that hard, I probably would.
Wow.
And I sit and I look at a man and I'm like, I love you and that's that. And I'm not afraid to show my emotions and my feelings. I've also can be prideful at times, but
Okay.
I can tell you when I am. But I'm very expressive. I've never really lied. I done chased
I
a
like
few
that.
of my, after we done broke up, I done went back and said, let's do this again. Me.
For real?
Yeah. When I love and I love hard. And I know
I
that
would have thought that. I thought you'd have
even in
forget that.
friendships though.
Okay.
Even in friendships, if I know that I made a mistake, I'm pulling up to your house and I'm gonna make it up.
I'm listening.
I'm pulling up. Like I'm just very much when I love you and I know that I made a mistake or if I want to fuck with you, I'm gonna fuck with you.
I would have never thought that. I thought you would have been like, man, forget this nigga, I'm out.
Oh no, you got you got a better chance getting chased by a dog than me. But if I know that I have to do the chasing, or I dropped the ball, I hold myself accountable.
I want to ask this. What's something about Tahiry that most people don't know?
I'm afraid of the dark.
Me too. I see the light on. In my apartment,
I
all the
have
lights
one
on.
room somewhere on somehow.
The
And
lights
I got
is
the lights, and I got the when you step.
I don't use everything's on.
Nah, you wild.
My light bill is crazy.
You wild.
Yo, listen. I don't know if I'm afraid of the dark, but I definitely see with all the lights on every night.
No, I have one room is probably on, and then I have when you step on the floors of the you know what you call them? I forgot what you call them shits. That you can step and the lights turn on. I'm afraid of the dark, and I love Vicks. I'm Dominican. I think that's the answer to everything.
Wow.
Toothaches, ingrowns, headaches, heartaches, hunger. I like Vicks.
What music you listening to now?
I'm very much a musical person, so I can listen to everything. There's days when I feel like listening to Mark Anthony and Nati Natasha and Daddy Yankee, and there's days when I feel like listening to Summer Walker. I'll turn around and listen to my favorite right now is Brent Faiyaz. He makes my world happy. He's super fucking disrespectful, and I love that in a man. It's like a little tad bit of honesty with disrespect that turns me on. NBA Youngboy to
NBA Youngboy?
Yeah.
Say word.
To City Girls to Lotto. So I definitely enjoy music to Megan, to Beyonce, to Rihanna. So we can go down to Donnell Jones, and I am a musical. My ear, I wake up to music. It makes me feel good.
Did you hear what Ty Tribbett said about the church the other day?
Who?
You know what Ty Tribbett is?
No.
Ty Tribbett's a gospel artist, right?
Right.
And he said the church is like...
Oh, yes. No, I did. He said it's kind of pretty much a business. He doesn't like it. I agree with him.
Yeah. I was going to ask you what you thought about
no,
it. I don't want to talk about that church, people, but let's hear me talk about it.
That's fine.
I'll play.
I'll take the L since you come from a church background. I agree with him 100%. My mom put me on to that. My mom always put me on to it. She raised me Catholic.
Okay.
For New Year's recently, I told her that I was going to wait for the New Year's at church. She didn't believe me. It was a Christian church, and she was upset at me.
Wow.
Because she raised me Catholic. But then my aunt was a Pentecostal, so I told her she confused me, and I believe in God, and I cursed her ass out too. Like, no, I'm going to church. And she was like, no, you're not. And eventually I got in an Uber and we went to church. And after church, the ball dropped, and she looked at me, she says, wow. So I kind of exposed her to, a Christian church, and she appreciated it. But I go to church when I feel like I need to be in the house, and I feel like the presence, and I need to feel that calmness. But my mom has always said it's a business, and they make it about the church and not the people.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand now.
I watch it on social media, and I've had a problem because now I go to virtual church, and it's like, how could I watch you guys do the most on stage, but I watch you because I'm looking for the authenticity and the genuine. I want a genuine person just relaying that message, and it's becoming a fucking show. So I've had to unfollow a few, and I'm not gonna name them. I had 3 favorite ones.
You unfollowed all 3 of them?
I had to stop fucking with them.
That's a lot.
Because they did some wild shit on fucking social media.
We're talking about churches. She just said they did some wild shit.
They did. Like, how you spit on somebody, like, there's a couple people that really looked, and then you, I be trying to get past it, and then I move on to the next person.
Some good men in church, though. So.
Anyway, that's like telling me to date a cop. They all twisted. Sorry, Shasam. I love y'all. I'm just saying, dating y'all ain't it, and neither is the church, men.
You don't think so?
Man, just because y'all disguise under that motherfucker.
Why you gotta say y'all, like?
Because you a church?
I'm a good guy, though.
Sounds good.
You have a church rat?
Right, a church rat. So what I'm saying is that the church has become a show, a spectacle, and it's not appreciated. So I'm having a hard time trying to find the motivation in the word right now, in terms of, online.
Let me ask you this. Is Tahiry happy right now?
Tahiry is not happy right now.
Okay.
Tahiry's not happy.
What would make you happy?
Dang, this thing, look, ha. And I'm being totally honest, I appreciate you because I can do this with you because I fuck with you. Tahiry has to work on Tahiry.
I love that you're always accountable. I love that.
No, because it does
that
come.
It
comes
I love
from
that
home.
Yeah.
So won't be it the roof over your head when your parents have raised you, or the person that you are. Like, I can no longer blame my parents for the shit that I'm going through. Like, yes, they instilled in me and they gave me the certain traumas and they weren't perfect. So now it's up to me to be a better person. I can keep blaming them for what the fuck I'm going through. So at some point you look in the mirror and you say, ah, enough is enough. So no, I'm not happy. I am not happy because I don't know what to do. I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Okay.
And I say that it's a cute, funny way of saying this is a different level, different growth of Tahiry. And we keep growing, like I keep saying, and I think I've hit the glass ceiling in that industry I was in, and the things that used to excite me don't excite me anymore.
Okay.
So growth is very uncomfortable. I've always been ahead of my time. Mm-hmm. So we can go back to when I was in school and the shit that I was doing things before people were doing things, and I was always living a life that was completely different than what my peers were. And here we are again. And at this big age, it feels like, although I have the time, because who's to say, time is man-made or whatever, I just feel like I'm really identifying with how uncomfortable and frustrating it could be not to know what my next steps are.
Okay.
I'm not in control.
Yeah,
you have to believe in faith.
Yeah.
Like, you get a lot more spiritual. I live in a world where everything is lights, camera, action, and everything that glitters is fascinating, and how we would make our money is a little different, but none of that seems to fill me. So that's why I'm digging deep. So I'm not happy.
I love that, though. I love the fact that you're, like, I keep saying that because a lot of people don't take accountability, but you mentioned it multiple times, and I love that about you, for real, for real.
I just feel like
a lot of people don't do that.
It's my time. I think people arrive different. Some people never arrive. I believe I paid attention to whatever God was trying to tell me, because maybe I should have been listening early on in my lifetime. But
people love you though.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was telling people I was coming to interview you, like, yo,
for real?
Yeah,
I really be thinking people don't give a fuck.
Nah, you bugging. I'm gonna tell you right now. We're on camera to say we're a podcast. People love you. People of all races. People love you. So I'm gonna just keep it at that.
Don't motherfucker. I got makeup on. Don't make me cry.
No, listen. I'm keeping it real. When I told people I was coming here, people like really, really do love you.
Appreciate
people
that.
like love you.
Thank you.
So I'm gonna just keep it.
I really be sitting down thinking about, like, I be
people
really
fool with you.
Because I mean, to me, it's all about the experience.
I went to church last night. True story. I went to church last night in Freeport.
Was that church?
True story.
Church is still standing?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I went to church last night with my pops, right? And I was telling some of the people I was coming out to interview, like, they love you. Evangelists, missionaries, church mothers. I'm serious.
Shout out to church.
Like, word to mother. I like,
that's,
if I'm
that's
like,
dope.
word is bound, like, love you. They was like, oh my God, I love her. Da da da. Oh my, like, they like love you. So I want to let you know that. You know what I'm saying? People really, really do like fool with you. I'm
having a hard time in the space that I'm in, because I feel like bad behavior is awarded. I feel like the things that are really celebrated right
That's
now
a fact.
in our space.
Yes.
Because we belong to this bubble. We belong to this bubble where bad behavior is awarded. So the more ratchet you are, the more of a train wreck that you are, the more of whatever it is that is like completely the opposite of like being a better person, the more you're celebrated and applauded. So I'm having a hard time, because even if I wanted to be that, I'm a train wreck because I'm just that. I'm not trying to be. So I don't wake up and say, all right, how am I gonna go viral today? Or who do I gotta date? What think I gotta suck? Like, it's just not in my nature. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I've done some fun things, and yeah, I have fun and shit, and yeah, I'm goofy, and yeah, I've done some things I'm not proud of, but I don't purposely get up and say, yo, you know what? I'm gonna forcefully do this. And so I'm having a hard time with the world, because I just wake up and I just want to look in the mirror and be happy with me. And I'm not.
But I gotta say this again though, but people love you.
Thank you.
And it's amazingly how much people love you. Seriously, and I gotta keep saying this because I want to give you your flowers. We here, appreciate you on E. People really do love to hear it.
Thank you.
It's a lot, and I want you to understand this, because a lot of times people probably don't tell you this.
No, people tell. I think I have to step out because I stay in my zone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you get with, like, I'm not gonna say quote unquote regular people. If you talk to like other people,
no, I fuck with my people.
No, but I'm saying people fool with you.
But if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for my people, then I wouldn't be where I'm at. Like, I'm supposed to be
fooled you.
I'm supposed to be walking the beat.
And
like
people,
I went to school to become any part of the law for a cop or whatever. I was supposed to. This wasn't part of the plan, although I think it was. So like, I didn't choose. Like things happened, and here I am. So if it wasn't for those that root for me, you wouldn't even be interviewing me right now.
Nah, people definitely got super much love for you.
So I appreciate it.
I hear it. You know what I'm trying to say.
You know what it is? It's just honesty.
Yeah.
I never went on Love and Hip Hop and pretended to drive a car I didn't. I never moved into a house I didn't live in. I never wore clothes that weren't mine. I never pretended to have millions. When people talk to me and they think I'm so, yes. And then
because sometimes the public perception is like,
and that's fine, but like some people say that the reason why I'm not bigger is because I don't pretend. And I'm like, nah, I'm okay with who the fuck I am. And I think that the reason why I'm still here and the reason why people fuck with me is because what they see is what they get. You know what I mean?
Nah, I know why people mess with you.
So,
for real.
But I'm not happy. I'm working on it.
Nah, that's love, man. We love you, man.
Therapy's expensive, but I'm on it. Somebody shout out some Medicaid. Y'all want to cut? You know what I mean?
That's a fact. I'm gonna put you on the spot before we get up out of here.
Ooh.
Yeah, drink whatever you're drinking, because I don't know what you drink, but drink whatever you're drinking.
This is.
What is that? That looks like scotch. I don't drink.
Oh,
I mean, not scotch. What's the one?
Scotch is brown.
Nah, I know. What's the right one? Grey Goose and all that. What's that called again?
It's vodka.
Vodka. That's what I mean. You know what I meant. They come in a white bottle. The Greek like.
Don't never let him bartend nothing. Not a bar.
But you know what I mean, though.
Not a pool party.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions. You have to give me your honest answer. First question is, let me see. We in Jersey. Naughty by nature or loyal to the underground?
Woo!
Shout out to Do It All.
Oh man, dang, that's rough. I'm gonna do naughty because I love me Tretch.
Okay.
That's my boy.
I'm gonna keep it Jersey. Queen Latifah or Eve?
Both.
Both?
Yeah, they're different parts of my childhood.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it music. Aaliyah or Rihanna?
Shit, Rihanna. I have a hard time listening to Aaliyah since she passed. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
R. Kelly, Diddy, there's certain people that right now everybody's acting real funny about listening to.
Okay.
And I had a conversation about how do you divide music from the artist, because a lot of artists are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. We just don't know because they haven't gotten busted, but we listen to the music.
R. Kelly's the illest of all time, though.
But could you listen to him though and not feel some kind of way, like not feel like you're violating?
Oh,
could you?
Huh?
Could you still listen to him and not feel like you fucking up? I'm just asking.
It depends who's coming over.
Okay, all right.
You got hits.
So with me, I think I haven't got over Aaliyah's death. So
Okay.
I can't. She comes through and I just kind of be like, oh man, like I'm still not over that. So Rihanna all day though.
Okay, facts. Jaheim or D'Angelo?
Shout out to Jaheim. I heard he's back. I cannot wait. Dang, every time I think of D'Angelo, I think about that video when he had his shirt off and he was cut up like.
Okay.
Fuck, both. You can't do me. Do me better. Give me some other type of fucking questions. I'm not choosing over
Jill Scott or Erykah Badu?
Jill Scott.
Okay. Mary J. Blige or Beyonce?
That's bad.
It's
They're two. I wouldn't even put them. They're two different.
They in the same category though.
Yeah, but they're two different reasons for me. I listen to both.
All right, this is the last question.
Dang, it's over already.
Yeah.
Don't leave.
Vado or Joe Budden?
Drake. Wait, who's the new rapper right now? You know me?
I'm saying Joe
Vado.
Budden or Vado?
Drake. Have I dated another rapper? No, because I didn't date Vado. That was just a show.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if you want the truth.
Okay.
That was a show.
Still a question?
Neither. Did that ever happen?
Just say we're pot.
I'm just saying, why are you so stupid? That's stupid.
That was a great.
It depends on what you talk about. You talk about talent.
I'm talking about overall.
I don't.
Culture. Let's say culture-wise.
If it happens.
If we had to say culture-wise, Joe Budden or Vado?
Wow, that's you can't even put them under the same. Everybody, they're talented in their own right, but you can't put them under the same.
It's still
culture. You can't. Nah, you can't.
You don't think I can?
Nah, you can't. You can never do that. You can. I'm not even going to disrespect any one of them in terms of their discography and music abilities, but
Joe Budden's nice though.
But so why would you even fucking ask me that question?
That's my opinion.
But I'm not saying
giving my opinion.
because you know you know the certain, you know when it, you know what I mean. It's a different situation. Well, it's like me saying.
Battle's nice too though.
Yeah, but you can't. It's like they belong in different.
Okay, I'm asking this. Make it easy.
Give me somebody.
Hold on, make it easy.
You can't put them. You can't even put them on a verses together. It wouldn't make sense. So don't even ask me that question.
It's a valid question though.
Nah, that you just.
You think that's a valid question? Yo, you think that's a valid question?
No, actually, it ain't. It's very much viral when you fucking cut it right there and drop it and have my face laughing. Moments.
Yo, shout out to Joe Budden. Joe Budden is dope though.
Oh my God, the best, one of the best that ever did it.
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna keep it real.
Let me tell you.
He might be top 5 out of Jersey, yo.
Understand
lyrical
something.
wise.
Understand something. We can separate my history.
I respect that about you.
You can separate my history from a person's ability and like talent. One of the best that ever did it.
I like that.
I could never take that from
I like that
him.
about you.
Well, one of the things that really turned me on, I love a talented, smart, powerful person.
Yeah, I like that about you.
So I can never say that he's not talented because we've been through all types of stuff. That has nothing to do with me. So me, aside from anything, if I had to cut the check, or if I was empowered to be able to, my job is my job. And right now, when it comes to music, an ear is an ear. So I can only respect his his abilities.
Yo, I love that, man. It's Tahiry, man. Anything else you want to say to the world? Yo, you are hilarious. We respect you.
I had fun.
We want to give you your flowers. Yo, we love you, man. I'm trying to tell you right now, I got to say this for the 3rd time. People love you.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, people was excited I was coming out here. Seriously. People from the church, people from the post office. I was like, I'm coming to town. I'm coming from my dad's thing out the material. People was excited. So I want you to understand. I want you to be like, yo, people really do fool with you.
Well,
Understand
thank you for having me.
Understand this.
Shout outs to everyone. I can only but be honest about just being me, and we're all people. I just happen to be under the microscope somewhat. And again, I refuse to be fake.
I love that. That's respect.
But thank you for having me.
Always.
And this was fun. This is always fun.
Always, man. We be back. Shout out to my boy E. Shout out to my boy Willow and my boy Wee Wee in town. So y'all already know what it is. The Say What Podcast. We up out of here.
Bye.